when I look at today, I look at an inflection point that happened right about that time in early 2008. And that's when Avid brought in new leadership. So Gary Greenfield, Kirk Arnold, who you just saw, came into the company, and they brought with them some new perspectives. And those new perspectives really were seen for the first time in 2009. If you remember the NAB trade show, you saw this for the first time, which was the new brand that Avid had introduced to the marketplace, and also that DigiDesign is Avid. And I know that that created confusion in the audio market. What does this mean? What do you mean it's Avid? What's happening to DigiDesign? Well, this was an external sign about the transformation going on at the company, which was really about unifying all of the brands as one Avid. But there was a lot going on internally, and it's really the second piece that I want to talk to you a minute about. The thought about what it meant to be Avid was radically changing then. And it's what we bring forward to the market today, and what I think you can see in the products that we've already delivered in 2010, and really what you're about to hear tonight. And it's the what's behind the scenes, the strategy, that I want to take just a second to focus on. The number one thing in the strategy at Avid is customer focus. The customer is absolutely number one. Our job is to listen to customers and make sure we do exactly what they need so they can be successful. Period. That is it. And I can tell you, back in the evil Empire era, that we were not listening to customers as well as we should have been at DigiDesign. It's okay to say it. So innovation is a second keystone, something that I think the company's been known for years, and it's something that we can't ever forget about. Right? The foundation of Avid and DigiDesign and the great brands that are in the company are about innovation, not iteration. So we need to be vigilant about innovating for our customers and really delighting them with what some of those innovations are. Quality has always been number one at DigiDesign, I felt. We're continuing to increase the quality bar, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that in a second. Collaboration is something sort of new. We have so many Pro Tools customers out there, and as you all know, the industry is changing dramatically in how content is produced. It's more important now, not necessarily to have a tool set, but to be able to share across a project to get a project done with others. So we're focused very, very much on collaboration at Avid. First and foremost, between Pro Tools and Media Composer. My group at Avid is responsible for the development of both of those products. So you see a focus on making sure those products work better together and allow our customers to collaborate better. The last one is openness. And this is probably the biggest one that the audio community has not been opened to, if you will. And openness is something that's really going to open up our story here today. So if you take these overall strategies, this is what makes Avid and what makes Avid as an audio company now. So if you look at these and you look at them at what we've already done this year, they all reflect back to what's changed and what's transformed at the company. First, Pro Tools 804, which you probably remember came out in June and July. This was a release focused on our customers, making them successful. We fixed over 70 bugs in the Pro Tools code base. We are not done yet, but I can tell you there's never been more focus on quality in Pro Tools as there is today with my team. A month later, we introduced our first HD series IOs. These were the first new professional audio interfaces we introduced to the market in 8 years. They carried for the first time the Avid brand. And this was very important because the quality that it meant to be Avid needed to be represented in these products. And I'm very happy to report that the community has really received these products well and recognized the quality, the increase of sound quality. Also, we delivered on things with the new I/O line that our customers have been asking for years, like MADI interconnect, as well as an all-in-one box that you could use to track and monitor, which is the HD Omni. A month after that, we delivered the first new Pro Tools M boxes. There's one right here. I don't know if any of you have had a chance to touch and feel one of these things. Here, hold it. Substantial, isn't it? The new M box is a huge step up in sound quality as well as just build quality. It's a great, great, solid feeling box. It also shipped with drivers for the first time at the company that worked equally well with other people's software as it did with Pro Tools. And that's a step forward towards being a more open company. Of course, just last month, we introduced Pro Tools HD Native to the market. And the first news of tonight is that this system is today now shipping to our resellers and our customers. So we said in early October that it was coming, and we have delivered on time to our customers here the day before the AES show. This product filled an important part of our product portfolio above where Pro Tools LE was and before where Pro Tools HD was. And our customers were asking for a system that would fill that gap. So that brings us to tonight. There is something else happening here. If it wasn't enough to have major product releases every month for the last 5 months, we have something even bigger. And this is where I need the drum roll. Introducing to you Pro Tools 9. Now, I wanted pyrotechnics, but after that whole great white thing, frowned upon. Low ceilings, wasn't going to be good. So you have to imagine your own fireworks. Pro Tools 9 is way more than just the next version of Pro Tools. Pro Tools 9 is the next generation of our product, of our thinking, and it really creates a new baseline for Pro Tools that we feel meets our customers' expectations for the performance, features, and flexibility that they've been asking us for. Because, guys, we've been out there for the last number of years, and we've been hearing what they wanted. And Pro Tools 9 is going to deliver on a whole ton of those things. So what we're trying to do is enable customers with essentially the next generation of our platform with new innovative ways that show our flexibility and create solutions that were never before possible with Pro Tools. So let me start with this. This is a box. What's the big deal about a box? For the first time ever in the history of Pro Tools, customers can buy Pro Tools in a box that doesn't have any hardware inside of it, nor does it require any hardware to work. If you hear things you like, you can clap and applaud. Yes. This is a pretty significant step. So let's start with that aspect of it. Full core audio and ASIO support inside of Pro Tools 9 will allow you to run on this laptop right here without anything connected to it except this, which is actually the brand new iLock from Pace. So we maintain the portability of being able to move Pro Tools wherever you need it just by bringing your iLock along with you. This new iLock's a lot smaller, it's a lot cuter, and holds about 8 times as many authorizations as well. So full laptop portability, full compatibility with Core Audio and ASIO. Just take your laptop, plug in some headphones, and you're using Pro Tools. Pretty much what every single customer I've ever talked to has asked for. So because we have Core Audio and ASIO support, obviously, it still works with MBox, you would imagine that. But how about the Duet, the US-122L, or the PreSonus Fire Studio Mobile? What about other ones? Sure. How about stuff from RME, from Motu, from Lexicon? Awesome. Yeah, you name it. We're now Core Audio and ASIO compliant. So anything that supports those protocols will work with Pro Tools. Now, I will say that there is a small caveat there, which is that not all hardware manufacturers support ASIO equally. So we're partnering with those manufacturers to make sure that they work with Pro Tools the best they can. And what you'll see on our website when Pro Tools 9.0 launches is a list of interfaces we know we have some issues with. There are only a few, to be quite honest with you. So really, the amount of customer choice here is pretty incredible with what hardware you might want to use with Pro Tools. So that's a pretty cool part of the story. Remember I said we were focusing on customers. It's the number one thing. I don't know if you all are aware, but we have something in our feedback community called Pro Tools Idea Scale. It's where customers can tell us what they want for new features, and they can rate those features up and down in the community. The number one thing that has been up there since it was launched has been automatic delay compensation on Pro Tools LE. So Pro Tools 9 includes automatic delay compensation. Thank you. That's nice. Very good. So number one feature delivered for our customers. Next one. How about all the key features that customers used to have to buy with Music Production Toolkit, DV Toolkit, and DigiTranslator? How about including that all in Pro Tools 9 now? Core functionality like the timecode ruler, being able to import and export MP3s without having to pay any money for it. How about OMF and AAF files? All now included with Pro Tools 9. So these 3 products are actually going to no longer be available from Avid. There's no need for them. As we promised with the announcement of our acquisition of Euphonics back in April, we were going to have Yukon come to Pro Tools. Pro Tools 9 is our first integration of Yukon into the application, and I can tell you it's the first step of many steps to come, but it's a huge step forward, a great implementation of Yukon, allowing Pro Tools customers to use all these very cool artist series interfaces, as well as connect to all the professional consoles from Euphonics as well. So we've delivered Yukon with Pro Tools 9 as well. So this one box does an awful lot, and I'm going to show you here. This is it. So no lie, there's no hardware. It's a little tiny box. So it's purple, but it's also very green. So what's all in Pro Tools 9? There's more. Pro features that our customers have been requesting. So ADC was number one. We've upped the track count to 96 tracks, up to 256 buses, 64 instrument tracks. This software now supports 32 channels of I/O, and of course, timecode from the DV Toolkit. It's also a lot more flexible, so you can use it on a laptop without any hardware. You can use it with all those third-party devices that I mentioned and more. It supports Yukon. It's on Mac OS X and Windows 7. And as I said, it's also allowing customers to more easily collaborate because AAF, OMF, import and exchange, as well as MP3 are all included now in the application. So Pro Tools 9 is a pretty monumental event in terms of strategy. Before, you could not buy Pro Tools without buying a piece of hardware. Now you can buy Pro Tools and have your choice of any hardware. So if I look at Pro Tools version 9, take all of that value, it's $599. If you were to buy Pro Tools M-Powered, for instance, and put some of those toolkits in, you'd be up over $1,600, and you still wouldn't have some of the features that we're delivering in Pro Tools 9, like automatic delay compensation. So a great value for customers at $599. It is newly architected. It's really based more off the Pro Tools HD native software than it is off of LE. It's really the successor to Pro Tools LE. So our current customers can cross-grade from their Pro Tools LE software or their M-Powered software to Pro Tools 9 for $249 for LE customers and $349 for M-Powered. Now what's really important here, guys, is that Pro Tools is a new piece of software. And it's actually just called Pro Tools. So just sort of like on the video editing side of Avid's business, we have software called Media Composer. This software is now called Pro Tools. And it really replaces Pro Tools LE. You can buy it standalone. It will also be bundled with M boxes, just like we bundle Pro Tools LE today. And we can get into more of those details later with everyone. So that really encompasses what's happening from the Pro Tools side, really the evolution or the revolution of Pro Tools LE. But there's also Pro Tools HD9 as well, delivering on key features for our professional customers on our Pro Tools HD systems. And these customers will be able to upgrade for $349. And what's included when you upgrade your Pro Tools HD software? More tracks and buses. We support up to 512 tracks now with dynamic voice allocation, up to 256 buses. We have included 7.1 DTS panning for the first time, something our post-production customers have been asking for. Variable stereo pan depths, which we're going to get into a little demonstration and show you later on. Windows 7 support for our first time ever on our Pro Tools HD product line. Of course, Yukon, all of the OMF and AEF stuff built in that used to be part of DigiTranslator. And a Pro Tools HD customer can take their iLok, take their laptop, plug it in, and use Pro Tools HD software on that laptop disconnected from their hardware. Or use any one of those third-party IOs as well. So full session compatibility. It's the same software. It's literally Pro Tools HD software running on a laptop. So that's a huge feature that Pro Tools 9 brings to our HD product family. So that's not all the news, though. While I said the Music Production Toolkit, DV Toolkit, and DigiTranslator will all be retired from our product portfolio, we have upped with a new Complete Production Toolkit. And this now essentially is an option to add to Pro Tools software to give full, and I do mean full, Pro Tools HD round trip between an HD system and a Pro Tools system with absolutely no compromise, including all of the track count, new features that were never in Complete Production Toolkit before, like VCA tracks, more automation and editing features. There's even a plugin included from Nyrink, which allows surround mix to be down mixed into stereo so that you can be on your laptop, monitor in stereo, and be able to accomplish editing that's it's already in surround. So Music Complete Production Toolkit has been renewed and fits into the product portfolio. So how's it all fit together? If you look at the product lineup around Pro Tools 9 now, you've got the new Pro Tools 9 software. Again, can be